Imagine a single family holding the keys to an entire empire's wealth. For centuries, the Qanungoh Shaikhs weren't just officials, they were the living archives of the Indian subcontinent. If you owned land, paid taxes, or sought justice under the Mughals, you didn't just follow the law, you followed the Qanungoh. They were the tellers of the law, and without them, the machinery of history would have ground to a halt. The story begins in the 16th century. As Emperor Akbar revolutionized India's revenue system, he needed more than soldiers, he needed scholars. The title Qanungoh, Persian for law speaker, was bestowed upon elite families, predominantly Sheikhs and Sayyids, who possessed the rare intellect to master Persian administration, complex mathematics, and local customs. Whilst others held power through the sword, the Qanungoh Shaikhs held power through the kalam, the pen. Stationed at the Pargana, sub-district level, they became the indispensable link between the imperial throne and the rural peasantry. They were the keepers of the Sarishta, the sacred registers of land, crops, and lineage. Because their knowledge was so specialized, the position became hereditary, transforming a government office into a proud, noble caste. As the Mughal central power began to flicker in the 18th century, the Qanungoh Shaikhs did something remarkable. They adapted. No longer just record keepers, their deep knowledge of land value allowed them to become significant zamindars, landowners themselves. They transitioned from being the bureaucrats of the empire to the local gentry of the soil. When the British Raj arrived, they tried to dismantle the old systems, but they quickly realised they were lost without the Qanungoh families. The British modernised the role, turning the hereditary title into a formal administrative post. However, the Sheikhs saw the writing on the wall. They realised that in the New World, land was no longer the only currency, education was. By the late 1800s, Qanungoh families were amongst the first to embrace modern legal and scientific education. They produced a new generation of lawyers, judges, and civil servants who bridged the gap between ancient tradition and Western modernity. The 1947 partition was a turning point. Many Qanungoh families from the United Provinces and Punjab migrated to Pakistan, leaving behind ancestral manners but carrying their most precious asset, a culture of literacy and governance. Others remained in India, safeguarding their heritage whilst integrating into the secular fabric of the new republic. Regardless of the border, the community's focus shifted entirely from ruling the land to leading through the intellect. Today, the legacy of the Qanungoh Shaikhs has evolved far beyond the dusty revenue offices of the past. You will find their descendants in the highest echelons of the Central Superior Services in Pakistan and the IS in India. They are pioneering surgeons in London, tech entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley, and esteemed professors in Aligarh and Lahore. The Qanungoh name is no longer just a job description, it is a brand of intellectual integrity. They have transitioned from being the tellers of the law to the architects of the future. Their progress is a testament to a simple truth. Those who master knowledge, rather than just power, are the ones who survive the rise and fall of empires. The registers of the Mughals may have turned to dust, but the spirit of the Qanungoh, the commitment to record, to remember, and to lead, remains as vibrant as ever.